Wait a minute. That's not Electro. Or at least it's not Jamie Foxx. What is going on with the likeness rights for this Spider-Man No Way Home figure? Hey guys, welcome back to Spectra Creative. I'm your host, Scott Toy Guru Nightlick, and making a video today from a lot of questions from subscribers and people in the comments about the new Electro live-action Jamie Foxx Spider-Man No Way Home action figure, $35 with 2 extra sets of hands and electric effects. Did I identify that figure well enough? So a lot of people, I made a video about a week or so ago about why 2 different Electro figures have 2 different price points. The female version in the comic book wave is at $25 and the live action one is at $35. And I explained that a lot of this is because of royalties. Royalties have skyrocketed in the last 10, 15 years. It used to be about 5-6% was standard. Then it kind of jumped up to about 10%. When I was at Mattel, it sort of wavered between 12 and like the highest was 14%, I think, for some movie lines. But then suddenly when Disney bought Marvel and Star Wars, royalties just jumped over 20%. And that's been a big reason why toys cost more, is because toy companies are paying a lot more for the license, more than they've ever paid. And that's why movie figures often cost more, because the royalty on a movie line is usually higher than what's called a core line, which is the comic book style or the classic style. So, Batman in comic book style does not have as high a royalty as Batman Ben Affleck style, if you will. Is Ben Affleck a style? I don't know, maybe. All right. So going back specifically to this Jamie Foxx figure, a lot of people are questioning, well, okay, one, it's $10 more than a regular figure and doesn't feel like it offers $10 more in value. But 2, it doesn't look like Jamie Foxx. It's not actually his face. And they've doubled down by covering it with a non-removable electric effect, which I actually thought in the movie was a really clever way of working in the Electro mask in kind of a real-world way. I was like, oh, that's cool. They're doing the pattern of his mask over his face without having a goofy 1960s-looking mask. Although I think, Hugh Jackman proved in Deadpool and Wolverine that masks work, and comic book styled accurate masks do work on the big screen. And I'd like to see more of that going forward. I really think, we should be getting more comic accurate costumes as opposed to real worldizing them, if you will, which has, been what a lot of studios have been doing. So obviously the reason that the face is covered on the toy is due to likeness rights. So I don't know specifically why, Jamie Foxx didn't give likeness rights. I've actually done a video I'll link at the end. There's a lot of celebrities, movie stars, who won't give their likeness rights. Tom Cruise is at the top of his list. Those Ethan Hunt action figures from Mission Impossible definitely do not look like him. And he even sued Funko when they put out a figure of him from The Mummy. Even though that didn't have likeness rights, he still said no. So Tom Cruise just personally does not want toys of him. It might be tied to his, Scientology beliefs or who knows what, but for whatever reason, no action figures. This has also come up with the leaked Marvel Legends list showing a 2-pack of Lady Deadpool and Nicepool supposedly coming out, which makes sense. And there are people saying, oh, well, that list can't be right because Nicepool can't be made because Ryan Reynolds doesn't allow his likeness. Or, does he? Yeah, Ryan Reynolds loves action figures. Believe me. I've actually had a conversation with him about it. He's very excited when he gets to be an action figure and actually have his face. So, that's a non-issue. Ryan Reynolds is not in the Tom Cruise category. Now, whether Jamie Foxx doesn't want any toys made of him ever, like Tom Cruise, or for whatever reason, it's up to the actor. The actor can say no. And the studio, can't force an actor to give up their likeness rights for merchandise. So that's really where it comes from. I mean, obviously the studio and the toy company wants to make accurate figures. I'm sure Hasbro would have loved to have a swappable head. This Electro figure really called for a swappable head, an unmasked and masked. But if they did an unmasked one, people would be like, well, wait a minute, that just looks kind of a generic black man. That doesn't look like Jamie Foxx. For whatever reason, and again, I'm not Jamie Foxx. I'm not his agent. I'm not, anywhere in his sphere of influence. But clearly, that's where it comes from. It comes from the actor. And because obviously, all the other actors in the film, Tom Holland and Tobey Maguire, and, I mean, everyone, all of the other bad guys and Spider-Men's in the movie all have, you can get figures in their likeness, but not Electro. So that's the reason why. It's not a Hasbro thing. It's not even a Marvel thing. It's a Jamie Foxx thing. Maybe he'll comment sometime about why he didn't want his face out there. Just a personal thing. I mean, I think it's odd because a lot of us would love to have action figures of ourselves. Although that when Hasbro did that scan and make yourself into an action figure really didn't take off, but I think that was the price point. We'd love an action figure of ourselves. We just don't want to pay $200 for it. So I hope this addresses the question. Again, it has nothing to do with the cost, but they had to find a clever way to hide his face. And luckily, Electro had a masked version that was accurate to the film. And until Jamie Foxx says, yeah, I want my head on an action figure, we're not going to get his head on an action figure. So we'll have to wait and see. Let me know your thoughts. Leave comments below. It's a great conversation to have. We should be really having more conversations as a toy community, I think. And the comment section tends to be a great place for that. So thanks for watching. Thanks for checking in and passing this off to others who may have these questions. It's the best way to support the channel. Thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.